signal. It might not be worth it, it might not work. Current view. Harvey's just started to roll. Oh, not going to take long, it's only less than 2 hectares. This bit of boggy, rushy, whatever you want to call it, area. I forgot to put front weights in the tractor, so hopefully it'll be alright. Fingers crossed. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it crackly? Should I hang up? Or are we all good? Hello from Australia, Moose. Hello Kyle, hello Boiler. We were in here last night with a drill and it went, how did it go? 99% of it went fine, and then we got stuck. Well stuck, very well stuck. I'll go and show you the wet spot. So I have advised Harvey to steer well clear of it, especially with 8.5 ton worth of roller on the back without a front weight. This area, so in the centre there, I've not managed to top any of it because it's low lying, it's just bottomless, boggy, what you'd imagine Ayrshire to be like. And gradually it's been getting bigger and bigger because the drainage has not been good. You've seen me been at the drains fairly recently in the videos, and we've managed to dry out a lot of the surrounding area, and obviously the weather's been on our side. So the surrounding area has all been topped, then double disced, topped, then sprayed, then disced twice, now sown in grass, currently being rolled, and rain is arriving this weekend. It should just be perfect. It also got lime on it, and when was that, a week ago? If your lime levels are low, or if your lime levels are good and are normal, it discourages the growth of rushes. So you want your lime to be right, which it is now. Told them to whack plenty on, there's plenty on it now. That doesn't look like much, but we had a truck. Oh, Harvey's currently stopped. Well, he's picking up a stone, thankfully. That worried me. Yeah, this area doesn't look like much, but we had a tractor as stuck as I have seen one of our tractors before. It required 2 tractors to haul it out, and I came down with a digger also to dig a bit of an edge out where it was really sunk. It's just a 3 by 3 metre square, which is just a bottomless hole. It's peaty stuff. I hope I don't end up down the hole. But you can see that stuff that came out of it. It's like peaty black. It's bottomless once you break through the surface. The rest of it's fine. And then this is what I'm meaning about where we'll never get to, really. I believe Dunk said this area used to get material dug out of it years ago and spread on the field, so that's partially why it's lower lying. But I mean, this is relatively dry, and you go in a metre and it's just, look at that, a bog. So yeah, we'll not bother trying to resurrect any of this at the moment. I need to try and find, there's a drain that runs through it, so I want to uncover it up here a bit. Let me get back inside for the wind. Oh, foot disappeared in that hole. Yeah, the drain that runs through it, I want to get more access points to it so that when we do get rain, it doesn't sit so much and spread out into these areas we're trying to get good with seed. But this is going to be, if it comes well, which fingers crossed, it'll be a big improvement. We'll gain 2 hectares of good grass, just grazing stuff, but I'm kind of needing all the grass we can get, so that's why we've been tackling it. Perfect year for it, perfect year to salvage a wet spot. So Harvey's going to avoid that bit at all costs. I hope. I've been digging holes away up there. Wet bit that comes down through a gully. I've not solved the problem yet, but we're in progress. I just needed a digger elsewhere to do some other stuff up at the yard, so I need to get it back down here. We're getting there, slowly and steadily. Kev is just finished spreading fur on the silage ground. Perfect timing if the rain arrives this weekend. I've got a string line electric wire up there to keep the cows off of this area because we sprayed it, and the spray once, I think is it 2 weeks? Keep cattle off it. And also we're going to be sowing grass, so we'll just keep cattle away from here for a while until it gets a bit more established. The rotational grazing is progressing. I think it's going to take me a few cycles of the rotations until I notice too much, but we'll see how it goes. What's everyone sent to it today? How is Betty? Betty is fantastic. Come on in! She's waiting by the gate. Come on in! She does some serious miles every day. I'm gonna get a tracker. Have I got a new phone yet? I have not, but as you can see, there's no glare in the camera right now because I ripped. Actually, running it over with a forklift only smashed the screen protector and not the camera, which was very lucky. Although the camera on the other side is a little bit broken. Fender's back in action. It was out for 3 weeks. Fuel problems. Bit of a breeze today. Is the rain going to come? Where in the world are you watching from? And is there rain? Are you still needing it? You should buy Joe Seal's blue cattle box. Is he selling a cattle float? I am kind of in the market for a cattle float, but I want a cattle float that's sub 3 grand. So I'm not going to use it that much, but it would be dead handy. Like there's cattle right now at yard 3 that probably this weekend going to shift up here to yard 2 because of weigh scales and all that. And there's, how many is there down there? 50 there. I'm going to shift with 25 of them. And when you're taking 4 at a time in the trailer, that's, what's the maths on that? Flipping it. 7 trips, is that right? Anyway, call it 7 trips. It does add up. Whereas a float for a few £1,000, just do 1, maybe another trip, but 7 trips back up and down, in and out, and loading. It ends up taking you. If we start at 9 o'clock, we'll not be done till mid-afternoon. And then the same when we shift cows to the silage field at yard 1. We'll shift 20 cows and calves, so that takes most of a day. And then if they come back again, obviously later on in the year when they're coming back into the shed, so that takes another day. So for the sake of 2 people's time for 3 days in the year, I think it's quite worthwhile finding a semi-decent float for not crazy money, but I just want the box part of it. I don't need a trailer, because I'll just fabricate something in our legs so I can mount it on the low loader. So a 24, yeah, my low loader's 28 foot total, so a 24 foot box gets us to the start of the ramps, and then I'll just need to do a little bit of fabric hobbling to get things neat and tidy, but I think it'll work perfectly. Just need to locate a semi-decent box. If anyone knows of any, let me know. This bit of grass, the cows came off on the 12th or the 13th, no sorry, yeah, the 13th to the 14th of May, and they won't be back on this until the 1st of or the 2nd of the month. That's the plan anyway, so I'll give it 21 days or so. I'm just giving a wave to Martin, a dry stone waller, who's just been doing a bit of work up at the yard, which I'll show you actually in a minute once I get up there. But yeah, this grass, I grazed it too hard to start with, but I kind of had to because of everything was quite short. But that's had, what's that, 10 days rest now? It's due another 10 days rest, and hopefully it'll be looking a bit perky after this weekend of rain. Look at the dog. Oh, you missed her. She was getting herself a drink. I don't give Betty water. She just dots around all the troughs on the farm. And Baxter, if any of you know Baxter from the farm shop, he doesn't get fed and he's still fat. He wanders the car park every day and just gets biscuits. And he's still a big chunk of a lad. Hey Matt! Right, let's read where people are from and what's the weather like. Look at her. That's our favourite spot. I have a can of stout that's been rolling about the back of the Defender for 6 months. Might have that tonight actually. Hey Doug! How's it going from Ireland? It is going absolutely splendid. How's it going in Ireland? Moose says, because of the drought, a lot of dairy farmers have no feed and are shooting their stock. Oh yeah, bandit, shooting them. Where in the world are you watching from, Moose? Canada? Just the name, Moose. Oh, Victoria, Australia. Flipping heck. Having to shoot their stock, that is pretty grim. Hello from Glasgow. It is a little cloudy, but my son's got a landscaping company and he wants some rain. We've had some brilliant weather. We have had some brilliant weather, and to be honest, we're not desperate. Like crops, nice field of barley there. Look absolutely spectacular, to be quite honest. Crops look absolutely brilliant. There's still moisture there, like for us anyway. Other parts of the country, it's a lot more desperate than we are, but the winter crops have got like good substantial root systems. They can find the water still. Spring crops, yes, are looking a bit thirsty, but if it comes this weekend, to be quite honest, for where we are in the world, it's just going to work out perfect. As long as the rain turns off again, fingers crossed. But oh, look at this. There you go. You go from that they've been, this top section they kind of always have to be on to get to the water trough, and then this they went into yesterday. You can see we're into some nicer stuff here. You can see the seam between the last two patches. So they've shifted from that side into here yesterday, and then in 4 days time there's a fence in between here and there. They will shift across one again, and then you can see where I've just driven up, it's a bit lighter coloured. That's section one again, so they'll be back there in, well, 9 days time. It's beautiful. Can you tell the lime spreader was a little bit struggling getting up that hill on 1,050 tyres, 4-wheel drive. So the camera doesn't show how steep it is, but that does. No match for the Defender, no problem at all. As long as I get enough speed. Whoa! Go, 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 go! Oh! We're up. Thistles are the next thing to deal with. Thistles, nettles, dockings. They are littered everywhere in here. The guys at Soil Essentials, they make this sprayer. It's absolutely very, very cool. It's got cameras on it, and it's taking pictures of the ground as it travels, and it is set up for dockings and thistles at the moment, so it can tell what's a docking, what's grass, what's a thistle, what's grass, and it spot sprays individual weeds. It's coming on demo after, well, they keep saying 2 weeks, but it's coming. Rod's promised me. So we'll get that across this ground, get the dockings, get the thistles, give them a good hammering. It's quite good because it saves your clover. We've just stitched new grass into here, and it's quite heavy, and clover's good for shoving some nitrogen into your soils, nitrogen fixing. And what the sprays that kill dockings and thistles do is they kill your clover. So instead of blanket spraying, the application with the soil sensors machine, it spot sprays, so it saves your clover, and you can be quite aggressive with your dose rate, because you can tend more towards the maximum dose rate of this stuff, because you're not too worried about the grass and the clover. You can spot spray and make sure you absolutely nail these weeds. Really looking forward to having it in action. Actually, I'm going actually to Beef Tech. I'm on a panel for something, so it's going to be up there, and I'll go and badger them and make sure it's still coming. Mounted machine, 15 meters. Not a cheap piece of kit, and it's going to be angled more at kind of contractors, because the contractors that have at the moment, they're kind of they're shouting about chemical savings of somewhere between 90 and 96%, in about there. So yes, the machine's got a bigger outright cost, but you can go to the farmer and say, look, your chemical bill, 1, is going to be reduced by 90%, call it. 2, your clover is going to be top notch, it's not going to get killed out. And like, if they get that tech on a 24 meter machine, they're going to do a lot more in a day, because you're not needing the volume of water and the volume of chemical. I don't know how many litre tank it is, but say you've got 500 litre tank and you're just spot spraying all across the field, like, you probably don't need to fill up for the day. Just fill up in the morning and that'll do you all day. So looking forward to having that coming. Here's the coos. Hey beasts! There's Euro, always with a cow. Who's he with today? I'll make notes of that. What's that? J2. Someone remind me that later. J2. Euro's giving a bit of action to. Good lad. I quite like the fact that the electric wire, the calves can kind of just sneak underneath. So once this gets grazed a bit harder, and I don't want to move the cows quite yet, the calves can still get under and get a chew of some good grass. Keep them moving, like that one. Snuck under for some good grass. They won't be able to do that for that long because they are growing. Right, where's the other bull? I'm trying to see him. There he is, over there. Ah, perfect. Love it. Hey boy, you alright? Do you want to go and serve some cows for me, please? Do what you're paid to do. Or fed to do. On you go. On you go. Oh. There he goes. Is gate lady in calf yet? Flipping heck. No time for that. 6 weeks and 20 mil of rain in the Western Isles. Are you happy with that? I am from Cheshire and the weather is gorgeous. Are you needing rain though? Rain now on the west coast, perfect. Dry and dusty in Gloucestershire. Baxter is a great dog, always love his welcomes when visiting the shop. Yeah, you can almost guarantee if you come to the farm shop, you'll probably see Baxter. He just wanders the car park all day. Hello from Cork, how are the bulls? Oh, there you go, you've seen 2 of them, working well. Mike, I need to go and have a wee nosy at. He keeps kind of looking better, then looking worse the next day, then looking fine again. And he's still jumping cows. I really should have taken him out the cows by now, but I haven't, because it's just going to mess up everything. So, yeah. If he's out with him for another couple of weeks, then I can bunch 2 groups together and we can give him a rest. We need rain. Drilling maize currently. Rex, where's that Rex? Dry and sunny in Portsmouth. Tractor okay after getting stuck? Yeah, it's a bit black looking. Peaty, covered in peat. The drill was well bogged down. Yeah, it's very stuck. Silver linings, it'll be a good video. What really happened is I said, Kev, go and drive at that wet spot. Let's get some good. Ah, bliss. Once we get a bit of rain, hopefully some of this grass will get flying. Because there's some fert lying there that isn't washed in yet. So, we'll get there. There's Harvey down there. He's probably just about finished. He's done all that right side. He's just near the wet patch right now. Hopefully staying away from it. Countryside looks good. We're going to be... Things are looking early this year anyway. It's not going to be a late harvest, that's for sure. We'll see what the spring crops do, but the winter stuff will be early. Let's see if we can get up this hill. And while we get up this hill, don't forget, click like. I might need to go into a low box here actually. Click like, 220 watching, 69 likes. Oh, come on, come on. We're up, we're up. We just need to go back down and up again. Right, I'll show you this wall actually. Show you the wall that the dry stone wallers have been doing. It looks so much better. Shouldn't do that on the move, but anyway. Might plonk you down there. Anyone else going to Beef Tech? What's the ratio of countries watching right now? Let me know whether you're watching from Scotland, England, Ireland, America, Australia, or outside of that zone. Stay there, dog. Scottish borders, England, Australia, Scotland, England, Scotland. I think it's mostly Scotland at the moment. News on Bandit beer and glasses. Yeah, we've actually finally had a bit of progress. So the malt is getting picked up. They said next week. I hope so. They said next week, so I'm not actually sure how long it takes them to malt the barley, but let's say we get it back in 2 weeks' time. 2 minutes. Yeah, the Bandit beer Bandit Stout. It is, yeah, so let's be optimistic and say in 3 weeks time we've got malt back. Wasted Degrees, who do the brewing for me, and they're working on a schedule at the moment to try and get that going. So the lager takes the longest. Is it 9 weeks? 6 or 9 weeks. It needs to sit in the hopper for flipping X. So that's going to be 12 weeks. 3 months away till the lager. Might be able to get the stout a bit quicker. It's quicker turnaround for a stout. But keen to ramp things up a bit this year now we've got the malt back. I've gone quite heavy on the volume of malt. I'm just live on YouTube. I'm just live on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll let you go.
Cheerio.
Oh, live.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so maybe 2 months for Bandit Stout and longer for lager, but yeah, we're gonna get it all in stock all year round now moving forward. We're gonna have no lags. We're gonna have an IPA coming. We're gonna do a cider possibly into next year till we get a cider going. Need to wait for the guys at Wasted Degrees. They're building a new brewery, which is cool. Hopefully they'll let me kind of have a wee nosy and see it along the way, but fingers crossed to them. They're getting there. Big place, and they're hopeful they might be able to do cider or something like that, so we'll keep our eyes on that. I was going to show you the wall. Driving around the yard, going nowhere right now. Still got 5 cows to calf. Hello from Normandy. Oh, there you go. There's a Frenchman. No, a French lady actually. South Africa. Two from South Africa. Bet. Where's Bet? Cumbria, Elgin, Somerset, Fife, Scotland. Another South African. There's quite a few South Africans in here. South Africa. Here's my wall. Look at that. That is so much better looking. If anyone remembers this wall, it was looking well scabby. That patch there had all fallen out. So they've rebuilt that up, slabbed all along the top. Hold on. Apologies for the wind. Slabbed all along the top of that as well. And just in general tidied it all up, and oh, it looks so much nicer now. Because this had an old roof on it, it didn't have slabs along the top. It wasn't sealed because the roof obviously was stopping the moisture getting in, but now that we ripped these roofs down, moisture was getting in and it was just slowly degrading, and if we didn't do it now it would eventually fall down. So we've saved it and it looks a lot better. There's all that wall. I'm going to pull that all down, resheet that shed, but bless. They made a good job of it. There's 3 guys, dry stone walling pusher they're called, and actually they live down the road about 800 metres. Didn't even realise. I just was kind of googling for dry stone wallers or wall builders and pusher, and they popped up. And Martin, actually my brother had already spoken to the guy Martin about doing something at the farm shop, so he's just quoting for something at the farm shop as well. Oh, isn't that so much smarter? It was just rough before. I just need to chop down. There's an old metal downpipe sticking out. Chop that out of the road. Yeah, that's great. That's tidied that up. A few more things to still do around here, and then eventually it'll be done. Been ripping out. I'll show you. Been ripping out tree stumps this afternoon. So if you remember, a few months ago anyway. Hey, a dog, shush. these trees got knocked down. And I've just been going around with the digger and the ripper tooth, which has been working great, and hauling them out. What are you barking at? Anyway. Right, am I going to the Fife show? I am not. Is that tomorrow? I think it is. I am not. I'm going to Beef Tech. I'm also going to the Highland show. How far away we're not that far away now from the Highland show. Oh, shush. I'll be at the ATV stand. I need to pick a time actually. ATV services stand for an hour or so on either the Thursday or the Friday. Otherwise, I'm not sure what my plans are. Cheers for watching. Click like on your way out. I will see you all Sunday video. Have a good weekend. Hope the rain comes if you need the rain. And pray for the rain to come to us. Bye.